And we are recording. Good evening. It is nighttime, end of the day, the worst time to make a video because my hair is looking crazy. Anyways, hello everyone. This is the month of May, my fifth video of the year. And so don't forget to go to my website, poetluigi.com, POETLUIGI.com, for all your poetry needs by me. And, you can order my books. I got 18 books out now. Woo, 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 woo. And I got a podcast. And, it's on Spotify Live right away. And then later on, it's available on my website. And I also got a blog about my weekly highlights. And so yeah, that's poetluigi.com. And what else we got? Zombieland Poetics 4 is out on Amazon. You can order it there. I self-publish all my stuff. This is my 18th book. Fourth in the series, by the way. So Zombieland Poetics 4, GIVE, forgive, get it. God is viewing everyone. Is that a pimple on my nose? I got a pimple. So that's out. Make sure you buy it. And currently, I decided to self-publish 2 books. That one I wrote last year in 2025, and then published it this year. And then my newest one I'm typing up is called 4 Seasons for Brothers. And basically, I got a notebook for spring, for summer, autumn, fall, and winter. So from spring of 1998 to winter of 1999. So I'm gonna self-publish that before the end of the year, and then I am typing 6 to 8 pages a day. On a work day, I type 6 pages. On a day off, holiday, whatever, regular work day, weekend, whatever, vacation. Don't take sick days. So I'll type 8 pages. Let's see. My current reads is the same as the last 2 months. I just cannot finish reading these fast enough because I'm still reading Stephen King's The Dark Tower 4, The Wizard and Glass. Right now I'm on page 464 when they're getting ready for the battle. Roland and Susan are getting ready, and the other two, Alain, however you say his name, and Cuthbert, whatever their name, Bert and Ernie, they're gonna get ready, burn the oil, whatever. So, reading that. And I am still reading this big giant Bible from G.I. Joe Bible. Whatever issue, it doesn't matter. Making progress though. I read some today and this I dozing off. And why not share some current things I'm watching? With the 13-year-old, I'm watching Charles in Charge. We are on season 4. And he just loves it. And then by myself, I am watching Robot Chicken. I'm on season 5. Just love, Seth Green's sense of humor and bringing toys to life. I just, give those G.I. Joe characters like a glimpse in a glimpse of a G.I. Joe in everyday life situation, along with, Transformers, Thundercats, Smurfs. It's just funny, goofy stuff. And with the wife watching The Burrows on Netflix. That's pretty good. That's funny. I mean, not funny, but funny, good, serious. Let's see what else I got here. There's my current reads and watches. Watches. And G.I. Joe, still saying it. I am one more paycheck away from getting a USS flag. 7.5 feet long, carry, carrier thing, goes out in the sea, it floats. So I'm one more paycheck away from getting that. It'd be like a dream come true. Then once you get it, it's a reality. So I haven't bought any GI Joe stuff. So the plan is to get the USS flag, then start saving up for a new tattoo. I gotta get a new tattoo right here. Definitely GI Joe tattoo. That's all I get. So by the time I'm dead, I'll be full of all these GI Joe tattoos, and then people could, try to bury up my body and chop off my pieces and sell them. That's the plan. Yeah. Uh, See here. It's past Memorial Day. Yesterday was a holiday. Um, we did some grilling at home. Kept it simple. We had ribs. Sister-in-law bought ribs, so I do the season them. Just do a bunch of seasoning on them and put them in the oven. And then get it in the oven. And then because we weren't planning on doing ribs, we didn't have barbecue sauce. So I made some barbecue sauce. I just put a bunch of this and a bunch of that. And I think the key is the apple cider vinegar and molasses and brown sugar, And then you put the ketchup and a little barbecue sauce, a little mustard, a little plop of this, a little condiment of that. I didn't use a whole lot of dry seasoning. It was mainly wet stuff. Ooh, I sauteed garlic and onions. That did it too. So I made it on barbecue. Boom. And then what you do, you after it's done in the oven, you let it cool, whatever. It doesn't matter. Throw it on the grill. Flip flop fly, put some, slop some homemade barbecue sauce in there. We made hot dogs, and then the wife made hamburgers, from eggs and breadcrumbs, and she put some basil in them. Oh man, it tastes like fresh hamburgers like that. It's like you're eating them in a garden. That's how good they were. And then we marinated the pork chops, chicky chops. Marinated the pork chops and the chicken and Italian seasoning and other seasoning threw in there. Grilled all that stuff. The wife made some broccoli salad thing. I don't know. I had raisins and bacon. Excuse me. And then pasta salad from a box and cupcakes, made cupcakes. Yeah, kept it low key. Drink some PBR. It's after Memorial Day, kept it simple at home with the kids. The oldest came back from college, and I don't know why I use my hands a lot, but I do. Uh, Memorial Day coaching. I don't know if you know, but I coach. If you read my blog, you would know. I coach U15 soccer, and no, I didn't believe it. I never played soccer. No, I didn't. But man, it's just clicks. Just watching the kids. Where they need to go? What do you gotta do? Here, boom, go do that, do that. Just gotta work on playmaking. Like you pass here, then you go there. Just doing that more at practice. So anyway, it's Coach U15. Our last game was today. We played 8 games. We were 6-1-1. 6 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie, and we got the Scudetto. We took first in our division, and that's it. So we took first place. And then we also had 2 friendly games previously. We played it just because they needed more practice, so they asked us if we wanted to play the teams. We won those two games, and then and 2 friendlies, and then we have a tournament coming up. So tough kids, man. I'm tough on these kids. Let's see. It's U15. And my diet and exercise diet is, a lot of meats and fruits and vegetables, and I stay away from the junk food the best I can. I stay away from breads. I try to eat breads and pastas and pizza once a week, but obviously I'm human, so I fail. But mainly that kind of keeps me slimmer than usual. And then right now, working out wise, I do 4 weightlifting and like 2 days of walking, and which gives my body a chance to heal because I'm just at the age where it's just like, man, because I don't spend a lot of any money on supplements to help recuperate, recover. It's pretty much whatever you know, coffee in the morning, wake up, nuts, raisins on the way to work, and then first break would be like maybe a fruit and cheese or just fruit. Then lunch would be a protein and a fruit or vegetables, and then the other break would be just vegetables or fruit. Try sneaking cheese. Depends if we have it in the house. I just cannot spend the money on every supplement, protein bar, protein shake. The money goes elsewhere, to be honest, like that. I'd rather spend that. So I make do with the food I got. So, but because I don't take a lot of supplements like I used to back when I was in college, my body doesn't recuperate as fast, and so I just work through it. That's it. So I walk 2 days a week, and lifting 4 days a week, and then different body parts, and then the middle of the week I do like a stretching walk combo. Um, so any updates for the family? The wife is like, uh, well, she had one part-time job. She got 2 other part-time jobs. In the meantime, she's gonna quit one part-time job, start those jobs soon. They'll, she's going along, um, getting those jobs, working from home. Good time because gas prices pretty high. Whatever. Got high gas prices, so you got to cut somewhere else. So, no, I'm not cutting out GI Joe. That ain't a happening. So basically, just it just kind of works out. Gas prices are high, so you're just probably gonna buy less stuff to fix up the house. Like if you need, XYZ for to fix the garage, well, that's gonna have to be put on hold because you gotta get the more gas is coming out of the budget. And then, but in the meantime, babysitting will be cut out because kids will be home for the summer. So when one thing goes up, save on another. Endless cycle of life. Um, the oldest is still at college. He's working now, so he can stay on campus. And the other one, they just got he'll be done with his junior year this week. And the other one, the 13-year-old, is just playing soccer. He'll be done with school next week. And then we can focus just on soccer for a tournament in a couple weeks. And then the 5-year-old is still in soccer. So that's the family. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read a page from my Four Seasons, Four Brothers. Now you gotta think take this in perspective of an 18-year-old writing, 18-year-old me writing in 1998, nearly 30 years ago. So that'd be like 28 years ago. 28 years ago, I was writing this. So you can the beauty of capturing this stuff of writing, I kept a lot of my old poetry from my high school years. That because I write every day, you could see the evolution of poetry and maturity. How it, at a young age, you're not experienced in, love and significant other and all that stuff. Everything is cloud level. Like, you know, oh, everything's wonderful and beautiful, and this and that, and then as you throw in a real life situation, it changes everything. It evolves, and you're writing more from the heart and experience, whereas just like this idea. And so I'm going to read a page. And so here you go. This is from the spring. What I called spring. Hold on, what's this one? The spring of '98. This is the first book within Four Seasons, Four Brothers. I'll be typing this up tomorrow. Can't remember anything else while I was driving, thinking about you, only you. I care only about you. Your smile is so gorgeous, just like you. As I was driving and falling in love, I noticed the drops falling down as I was falling in love with an angel from the skies. When I was driving, picturing your smile, a teardrop landed on my eyes. Sudden allurement, I noticed you in tears. I'm sorry, I feel so guilty. Wish I could make it up. It was the weather that ran under my skin, felt as a cutting wind. Why do I think like others? Why am I too nice? Yes, boom. Have a good night.